Hi guys, it's October.rain.rocks here. Sorry I have taken a wee bit of time to get the video up this evening. Also my camera is different. I'm using another mobile phone at the moment because my one is playing up and I need to delete some stuff off of it. So I went to the food bank today and was doing volunteering. It was my first full day there, so I literally got in the door, and once I got in the door I seen to my son and then got myself fed. He decided he wanted an early night, which is not like him, so I decided to take advantage of that, and once he was settled that I would go ahead and do this video, which is what I'm doing. So this week's video topic is sacred space, I think. So for me, sacred space means many different things, like I'm sure it does to every individual host who's already posted this week. For me, sacred space can be this, which is my main Morrigan working altar. It can be my Morrigan sacred fireplace, which is more an offering space. So for me, I actually call that my Morrigan sacred fireplace because it's sacred in the fact of that I use that space for mainly offerings to the goddess. Also, I have another little space that I use for mainly astrological workings and things that I want to be contained. It's a glass bowl with little spaces for putting tea lights all the way around, so you can use it to kind of like a circle. I've mentioned this in another video, I think, already on this channel, or it can be used like connected with the phases of the moon, different spell workings you're doing within that contained space that you want to bring in different elements, maybe connected with certain planets or astrological connections. And also, if I want to go outside, I can actually take that bowl outside to my front or back garden, and then that's kind of handy for making things mobile with regards to whatever it is I'm doing. So that's a sacred space too. Also, when I'm out and about, anywhere I choose to do anything spiritual, magical, even things like cleansing is a sacred space to me. If I pick a certain place that means something to me, that is sacred to me, sacred to my spirit, as in what I believe and what I'm trying to bring forth and what I'm trying to bring in, and is sacred with regards to placement, depending whether that's the forest up the back of my house, a little sacred tree space down at Bangor Village Hospital, which is an abandoned asylum, and there's a little tree circle in there I sometimes go to. That is very sacred to me. Being beside the ocean, that feels sacred to me. It's sacred in its own right, not just specifically my type of sacred space or my own sacred space. That is sacred to me, as in the ocean is generally sacred to me. But if I'm standing beside the ocean or I'm doing marine magic, marine conservation magic, or just things connected with other things, connected with the ocean and the ebbs and flows of the tides, amongst other things, that becomes sacred. It becomes a sacred space. My heart is sacred. That's my own sacred space. So my own sacred space, being my heart, is what I use to do certain spells to bring about certain energies. That comes from my heart, because obviously energetically wise, but also like it comes from my heart as in what I'm doing, particularly if it's like healing magic or prosperity magic or to do with our current situation type of magic, marine wildlife magic, because it's very dear to my heart. Anything to do with my son, again, very dear to my heart. So I think you can bring about sacred space in your own way. It means many things to many people. Some people don't have altars or sacred spaces in the physical form like this. Some people feel they don't need to have that, and that is really because I believe, anyway, any sacred space of mine, particularly this space here, it's very, very important to me. In my practice, it's an extension of me. It's an extension of my connection with the Morrigan. It is a place I come to share information. It is a place I come for conversation and communication. Same with my ancestor altar in my room. It's exactly the same thing. It's where I go to be close to my family members who have passed. And so I think that sacred space is a very, very individual thing, and sacred space does not necessarily have to be in the physical form of an altar or a shrine or anything like that. It can be your front garden, it can be just you, wherever you are, because you have a sacred space within your heart. So I think that it can mean many things to many people, like I say, and therefore anywhere can be sacred, really, to be honest with you.